welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and I am trying to get my camera connected. Let's see, how do I... Good morning, Lisa and Sharon. Let's see. Good morning, BB. Where do I... Not connected. It shows it right there. Pair device. There we go. Open settings. It should already have access. All right, hold on. Let's see. Pair a device. Where does it say I need to do? Camera studio needs permission to access your local network. Enable. That's not what I wanted. Local network access. Where's that at? Good morning, Marianne. Oh, yes, BB, I did. I was actually going to share that with you. I recorded a video, but I accidentally recorded it the wrong direction. So I'm just going to, thank you. I'm just going to show it to you on here. If I can figure out where local network settings. Why can I not find this in here? Oh, it's right there. Right as I typed it in. Why is there so many Google Chromes? That is a lot. Should not, I'll say Google Chrome on there. Let's see. No Mila threats, huh? Good morning, IBB. Good morning. Oh. It found the QR code before I had a chance to put it up on the screen. Sweet. All right, now I'm connected. Yay. Okay. Before I get going with this, and I do apologize, Marianne, but I am going to be doing a camera thingy, picture-in-picture. I want to do it this way, and I'm just like, you know what? That way you guys can see what I'm doing, and I don't have to try to turn it and show it to you on the screen. What do we call this thing? The suck it up butter cup blanket. I feel like we need to come up with a little bit better flowy name, maybe shorter. I don't know. Good morning, Tammy's. I know I saw that picture of Mila. Good morning, Melissa G. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the party. I took a quick video, like a 10-15-second video of the bag hanging up behind me. So my granny square bag's sitting right there. And I finished my beanie yesterday. It's a little big. I think it's because the yarn. I don't know, but it's kind of big on me. I must have a small head. I used a 5.5 even on this. But look, the stitch definition came out nice. Look, I even have my ends sewn in on the edge. Not the inside one. I didn't get to that one yet, but I did it like a nice invisible join on the end. And I did like a slip stitch edging. I don't know if I want to add that to the beanie or not, but what do you guys think? Like, can you even tell that it's there? Like, I did a slip stitch edging right here. I think you can kind of see it. I don't know. I don't know that it really changes the look of it of any. But that's the Mad Hatter Inception beanie. I still got that pain in my shoulder, but 2 more days. Chiropractor, 2 more days. You use big twist with 5.5 and it's small. Yeah, I used Karen 1 pound and it's too big with a 5.5 on my head. Okay, I gotta go up higher. I gotta go across my legs. I put my desk down to work on my desk while I was crocheting, and it worked out nicely, but I need to go up higher. You did a single crochet edge. Nice. 13 more. Good morning, Erin. What time is your surgery this morning? Or your procedure for your eyeballs? So Erin will be with us today and tomorrow for a little bit. Excuse me. All right, guys, I got a package from BB yesterday, and I wish I could like re-show you how I opened it, but yeah, we're just gonna go with it. So inside the package, I found, didn't realize it until after the first one, and then I noticed that there was, yeah, they were all the same, different colors. They were all pot holder kits. So I got 4 kits of cotton yarn of coordinating cotton colors from Miss BB. So this is the first set with those beautiful colors. It is a pot holder, so there's a pattern in all 4 bags. And then, let's see, I'm going to say, actually, I don't really have a favorite because I love them all. They're all really pretty. Here's this set. This kind of gives me, like, even though it has yellow in it, kind of gives me patriotic vibes. You're leaving in about 20 minutes. Nice. Well, good luck today and rest well. That's kit number 2. Crinkle crinkles. I love the crinkles. I don't know why anybody doesn't like the crinkles. I can understand not liking them if they're like super loud. I get that. But like, I don't know. There's just something about the crinkles that I like them. Good morning, Mima. Beautiful Mima. Good morning, Tank. There's the pastel colors. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I think this one's probably my top favorite out of all 4, but I like all of them. I love the colors in this one. The double plastic over the color here is kind of hard to show you. Especially with the boom in my way. Love these. So pretty. These are really vibrant. This color set. They're all vibrant, but those are just like really deep and rich. And then last but not least at all, thank you. Yes, let me know how it goes, and I look forward to hearing from you. 2 packages of hipster cotton. I did not realize hipster cotton was a 3-weight, but that's okay. I love that. I don't mind that at all, but it's just, I was like, ooh, cool. Now what do I make with this? Look at those. It's got blues and teals, and I think like a minty green in there. It's really pretty. You made a bag with these, or the... Well, now that I know there's cotton sets like that, I might be getting some more eventually after I move through some of my cotton. Oh, and I also got, I already packed it in here. It's squeezed in there really hard. 2 green. I got some green. I love this yarn too from her. So they're right here. They're in there nice and tight, so I don't really want to pull them out and put it back in. Okay, I gotta get my foot set back up here. The Hirschner's cotton. Oh, the Hirschner's cotton, gotcha. Sweet. Okay. Who is doing the blanket with me? Anybody going to work on it with me this morning? Or, I mean, I know I'm only doing a swatch. Maybe you can all do a swatch with me or something. So here is my sample that we're going to make another sample from. But I'm going to make it with a different color. So there is that. I believe Lisa said she was going to do something in a similar color, maybe in this gray color. And good morning, Stevon. I keep bumping this thing. Hopefully I won't bump it when I do this. I'd like to go ahead and get started on the blanket because then that way we're not, like rushing to try and get through parts of it before the end of the live this morning. In Blue Wave. Okay, BB was doing it in the gray. Or no, you're doing it with, anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Okay, so my camera is up. All right, here we go. Marianne, get ready. Let's see, add extra camera. No, I don't want to mirror it. Oh, I don't need to do anything about the microphone. Okay, so we need to have, so basically for my sample, we need to have 22 stitches across. So an even number, I think, should be correct. Because I did 21. Actually, no, let me count this again. I think this was 22. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So yes, we need to have 22 across. So we need to do a chain of 20. Well, I'm going to do a chain of 23. So what we're going to do, the stitch multiple 22, any even number should work. Because it's 22 is an even number, and it's not really divisible by anything. It's like 3 plus 1, but that won't work either. So we're going to just do an even number. Because 22 isn't really divisible by anything other than 2 and 11. 1, 2, and 11. That's it. All right. Turn this on. Let's see. I got to figure out which one I want to do here. No, I want to do this. There we go. That's what I want. Where you can still see me, but you can also see what I'm doing. It feels so weird. I need to move this over just a little bit. All right, I'm going to turn that off real quick because I need to move it over just a little bit, and I don't want you guys to get all, like, yeah. Let's see. That should be okay right there. All right, now I can turn it back on. We're dancing with the cameras. All right, let's see. Customize video settings. No, that's not what I want. Customize, there we go. There we go, that's what I want. Move this up because we don't need to see that. Chat. All right. I think I have my camera in a good place. So first I'm going to start off with a slip knot. Got my slip knot on there. Oh, by the way, I'm using a 6mm hook. This is some leftover big twist, I believe. Or it's Karen 1 pound. I honestly couldn't tell you. It feels like big twist. It feels like this stuff over here in the gray. feels like this. All right, so first we're going to do this section right here with the popcorns. So I'm going to do a chain of 23. Good morning, Angela. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where in the world is my phone? Like, it just dinged over here, and, like, I see no phone. Oh, good Lord. I don't have my thing on to do not disturb, and my phone's right here in front of me. Whoopsies. Let me put myself in do not disturb. Maybe, hold on. Where's my do not disturb? Do not disturb. I don't know who's messaging me. Okay, now we're in do not disturb. Uh-oh, lost my camera. What the heck? My camera's flipping out. Good morning, Rebecca. Hold on, I lost my camera. Gotta reconnect it. There we go. Let's see. I feel like I was closer before. What happened here? Oh, nope, not that way. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, I don't know. Oldest guy's off to his first day of kindergarten. Yay! 1. Where is my camera? Why is it frozen again? Hold on, my camera's... I lost my camera. Technical difficulties. Hold on, guys. It's like frozen on this end. What are you doing? Maybe I need to... Hold on. I'm going to turn that off. Extra camera. Go back. Alright, I'm going to delete this one back off real quick. Remove source. It like froze. Like, what in the world? Well, now I can't use this because it's like frozen. Like, it literally is just showing the same thing over and over again. Like, that's all I have. Okay, so even number. Mary Ann, don't do that to me. You know, the name of the blanket, suck it up. I mean that with all respect. And good morning, Rebecca. I think our area is going back to school today, too. And we had storms roll through. But it was kind of disappointing storms. What? I've turned it off. Maybe I need to turn my phone off or reset this. Okay, so I'm closing it out, turning this off. Go back into camo. I don't need to do that. It should be already connected. All right, connect, please. There we go. Got it connected. Let's remove source again one more time. Add extra camera. It's still showing the same thing. What in the world? Suck it up blanket. Yeah, so it's a chain A chain of even numbers, and then, yes, a +1. Why is this not working for me? Marianne, unjinx it. It's not fair. Okay. Why is it doing this? Like, it is just frozen. I don't know how to unfroze it. I guess I don't get to use it. Good morning, Helix, by the way. I forgot my watch this morning. I'm all kinds out of sorts. Why is this doing that? All right, I'm going to close the app, see if that helps on that end. And then I'm going to, it's not connected to that. Good morning, Sharon. If I've already said good morning to you guys know. 11 more to go. Woohoo! All right, bring that back up. Now I gotta turn this. All right, let's see if I can get this to connect correctly. Extra camera. It's still showing. It's still showing a frozen camera on here. It's this. For some reason on my Mac side, it's for some reason on Restream, it's showing a frozen picture, and I don't know why. It's just Restream. It's everything else is working fine because when I'm in the app on both of the things, it's fine. It's showing it moving and everything. Like I can see myself moving in real time, but it's just Restreams in. When I go to connect extra camera, oh, haha, look, it's there. It's there. It's back. We're not going to touchy this time. We're just going to leave it be. Okay, here we go. All right, so I don't know what made me mess that up, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. All right, now I'm going to do a half double crochet into the second chain from the hook. So we have 1, 2. I gotta just figure out which way to go. So the second chain from the hook is this one right above my thumb. Right there. And this yarn is super splitty. I might have to find a different yarn. There's a half double. So I'm going to do a half double into. For just a minute. You've had a lot of stuff going on. No, I understand. You're busy this week. No worries. Have a good day and surgery and all the things, Erin. Maybe I shouldn't have this camera because I have my fingers are like I just remembered I have this spot on my thumb that bothers me, and you guys can see it. I've been trying to get it to go away, so it's getting there. It's getting smaller, and my hands are so dry. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Marianne, you might just get your wish. So we're going to do half double crochets in each stitch all the way to the end. with this splitty yarn. So this has got to be Big Twist. I'm sorry, but my Karen 1 pounds don't split like this. So this has got to be Mr. Big Twist. I need to like just stay far away so you guys can't see my dry fingers. I could put a band-aid over that. See, now that I pointed it out, y'all see it, but you probably didn't even notice it. I just know that some people notice those things, so I don't know if I have those people or not, but y'all don't really point those things out, so I probably don't have those people, and I'm just, you know, self-conscious. But anyway, we're doing half double crochets across our row. Half double crochets across our row. And we're going to do, like I said, we're going to start on this section. Hopefully we can get through all of it. And then you guys are off to the races with your pattern for the month. Yes, sorry, it's, yeah. So if you guys, I'm doing the back bump. So this is the chain that you do. And a lot of times people will work into like, they'll go like this, into the V like that. But I like to work in the back bump, which is on the back here. A little dashed line, so to speak, on the back there. So if you turn your V's over, you'll see that. It's not that important, but you know, that's what I do. But yes, thank you for pointing that out, Marianne. For those that, you know, you can do it in the back bump. You can insert your hook into the side of the, you know, the one of the loops of the V's, whatever you know, whatever you're comfortable with doing, whatever you learned, you know. I like to do the back bump because it gives this nice V-stitch edging on the bottom of the blanket. So you got it on the top and the bottom. Okay. Can everybody see those stitches okay? Did I pick a good color? I tried to pick a color that I knew would, you know, would be easy to be seen. So we should have 22 stitches across there. Oh, my shoulder. I can't wait for the chiropractor on Friday. It'll be a week and a half of my shoulder bothering me. My shoulder blade. In my shoulder. All right, so then for the next one, we're gonna do just a row of just regular double crochets right here. So I turn my work. And for me, I don't chain 2, 3, 1, or whatever. I literally just, I mean, I have a little bit of a taller loop if you, well, I don't really need that, but like, I literally just go straight into the first stitch right here and do a single crochet. But then this is how I do the stack single. So this, see the 2 bars right here. You've got your, hold on, let me put my, you've got your 2 bars right here on the needle there. I am going to go into this one right here. So there's 2 bars there. This is not a good, this yarn is so splitty. So I'm going to go into that front bar just like this. It's basically where your yarn is coming out. There's a bar right there where your yarn is like popping out of. See that right there? That's the bar you're going to put your hook into for a stack single crochet. And then you just pull up a loop. You've got 2 on your hook. And then you do that. So you've got technically 2 single crochets on top of each other, hence stacked single crochet. I might have had to, I should have picked a yarn that was like not splitty. All right, so we're just going to put double crochets in each stitch across in both loops of the V. This is more or less not me showing you how to do the double crochets and stuff, but if you need it, I can, but otherwise I'm just getting it done to get to the next step. So chit chat away as you listen to me give you the steps. Treat this like any normal morning live where you know, we're just hanging out. So I'm just, you know, you're hanging out with me. You can see a little bit of my face. Then you can see what I'm doing. So just continue double crocheting across the row. I like to sing when I don't know what else to say. So I just start singing everything I say. Just to fill the awkward silence. I watched a video this morning of a vintage Tunisian crochet stitch. And I was trying to see if it was, I was trying to remember, not see. I was trying to remember if it was done by Michael yet. But it's from like, I don't know, late Victorian era or something. I don't think it had a specific name. All right, so I'm going to put a double crochet in the last stitch here. So then I have a row of double crochets. So let me make sure I have 22 just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. That should give me the room I need for my extra popcorn over here. Because I just needed one extra stitch for that popcorn. Okay. I have to remind myself what I did here. Okay, so we did a stack single crochet in the first stitch right here, and then we're going to do another double crochet after that. So we're going to turn our work, do our stack single crochet. So there's the 2 loops. So, okay, so those 2 loops, those are our 2 legs of the single crochet, right? Before we finish the single crochet, those are our 2 legs. When you pull this through, that's your single crochet, right? This loop, or this leg right here towards the front, or towards your, away from your hook, I guess, where your yarn is coming out, that's where you're going to insert in that one right there. These stacked single crochets are super easy to do. Then we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to do a 4 double crochet popcorn. There's only 4 in these. I didn't do 5. I did 4. Just a random number. So we do 1, 2, 3, and 4, all in the same stitch. 4 double crochets in that stitch right there, like a little shell or fan or whatever that would be. Rebecca won't be doing a live today. Rebecca didn't do her live yesterday. Julianne should be live today. So yeah. All right, so we've done our 4 double crochets in the same stitch. I just like to pinch right here, pull that out, put my hook into you count back 1, 2, 3, 4, put it into that first stitch of the 4, put that loop back on your hook, pull it through, and you have a popcorn. Okay, and then we are going to chain 1 to lock it in place, and then you're going to do a V stitch. You're going to skip 1 because there's a skip stitch right here, and then you're going to do a V stitch in the next. So you're going to skip one, go into the next with a V-stitch. And it's a double crochet, chain one, double crochet. So that's what it should look like so far. Let me double check I did a chain one. Let's see if I can pull this back. Let's see, there's a double crochet there. It might actually just be twins. I can't tell. Because it's right there. That is the top of the stitch there. That's the top of the stitch there. Well, let me double check. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so yeah, it is a chain one. Julianne's is scheduled. Okay. Oh, stop it, man. I'm gonna send Mila to just slobber you until, like, yeah. Just gonna make her slobber you and slobber you and slobber you. And just don't stop. Okay, so we're gonna skip the next stitch right here, and then we're gonna go into the next one with another popcorn. So 4 double crochets in the same stitch. I didn't write this down, y'all, so I'm having to look at this piece. All right, so I go back in there, put my loop on, pull it through, chain 1 to lock, and then I'm going to skip this stitch, this one right here, and go into the next one with a double crochet V-stitch where you do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then you skip one and you do another popcorn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, skip one, go into the next with a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch for your V-stitch. So you should be looking like that. That's what I'm saying. I did not write it down. I whipped this up, I set it down and started doing other stuff, and it's been tucked away for, you know, several weeks at this point. All right, so then I skip this one, and we're going to go into this one here where my thumb is with a popcorn. So 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's 4. Pull out our hook, insert into the first of the 4, put that back on, pull it through, chain 1, skip the next stitch, which is right here, and go into this one right here. So we're skipping over that stitch between the popcorn and the V-stitch. Insert a V-stitch. All right, and so far I have my 4 popcorns, which again, you're gonna have a whole lot more if you're doing a blanket. So it's popcorn V-stitch with, you know, skipping stitches between them. All right, so we're gonna do another popcorn. So 4 double crochets. I did the 4 double crochets because I didn't want it to be a like seriously poppin' popcorn. Like, it just, you know, it's not much different to a 5 double crochet one, but it's a little bit more than 3. But it just sits a little bit like flatter, I guess you could say. All right, so I've got my 4 double crochets in my stitch here, I'm going to do my popcorn, chain 1. This one here, we're going to skip this one, and we're going to do a double crochet in the last 2. So there, at the beginning of the row, you have 2 double crochets with your stack single as your first one, and at the end of the row, you have 2 double crochets. So in between the popcorns, in the middle of the row, you'll have V stitches, but on the ends, you're going to have 2 double crochets. Okay, and so the next row we're going to do, okay, so I have V stitch and cross stitches. You can't really see the cross stitch very well, but it's right above the popcorn. My cross stitch is right above the popcorn, but I wanted it in there, so there you go. We got woke up to them this morning. They came rolling in about 6 o'clock this morning. Okay, so I'm just going to turn my work, and then I'm going to do my stack single crochet in the first stitch. And then I'm going to do another double crochet in the next stitch. I need to double check something. I'm guessing I did a chain 1 between those. Man, I wish I wrote this down because I don't know what I did. Let me count real quick. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21. So these, man, I probably should have ripped it back and looked at it. All right, so I'm going to do a double crochet. Okay, so I'm going to do a double crochet into the space on the left side of the popcorn between the space between the popcorn and the V stitch. So you're going to go right here with a double crochet. And then you're going to come back, yarn over your hook, you're going to come back and do a double crochet into the space between the first 2 double crochets and your popcorn. I'm starting to wonder if I didn't have just twins here, not V stitches, but it works count-wise. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So yeah, they're just twins. So please go back and tell yourself to only put 2 double crochets in the same stitch instead of the V stitch. Just do twins. Don't do the chain 1 between the right here when you're doing your popcorn, between your popcorn when you're doing these 2 double crochets. The V stitch that I was telling you to do, just do twins. Don't do a chain 1 between them. Just do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So for those of you writing it down, and hopefully, I don't think it really matters if you're already doing this and you've got a chain 1 in your V stitch, keep it. It won't hurt anything. Just know from then on not to put the chain 1. All right, so I'm going to do 2 double crochets in the space between the 2 double crochets right here. Yeah, it makes it a lot more open with the V stitch. Yeah, because that chain 1 gives the stitch count higher. Yeah, we're just going to do twins because I don't want to change the stitch count. All right, so then around the next popcorn, which is right here, we're going to do a double crochet over here into this space between the popcorn and the V stitch. And then you're going to do a double crochet back into the space between the last V stitch and the popcorn. And that's what will give us the the cross stitch. So we've got 2 double crochets, cross stitch, 2 double crochets in the space, cross stitch. So then you're going to do 2 double crochets between, okay, so instead of doing a V-stitch, you're going to do twins in a stitch, right? So this row, you're going to insert your twins into the space between the 2 twins from that row, okay? So just like this. So just remember, there's only 2 double crochets here without the chain one between them. So these 2 double crochets that I just did will go into the space between those twins to give it that V look. All right, and then we're going to go double crochet, go over the popcorn into the space right beside the popcorn. Do your double crochet. And then you're going to do your double crochet into the space on the other back and the other side of the popcorn. I'm trying to figure out what to call this space. That's why my brain was like glitching there for a second. Good morning, Jeremy. So there you go. So far, that's what we got. Then we're going to do twins in between the twins. Twins in the middle of the twins. I messed up and made you put a V-stitch there, but it's supposed to be just twins. All right, and then we're going to do a double crochet on the left side of our popcorn space here. And then we're going to do a double crochet into this space on the right side of our popcorn. And that's how we do the crochet. And you do it around the other double crochet. So I'm just working around it so you can see the double crochets inside the other double crochet. All right, and then we're going to put 2 double crochets inside the twins here. So we're making our way across. And then we're going to put 1 more crossed stitch across the popcorn here, the last popcorn on the row. Like I said, I work around. So when you go like in here, see how I'm going around the stitch. So I'm just doing my double crochet just like that. So it works around the other one. It encapsulates it. Good morning, Jeremy. All right, so we have 2 more. They kind of tilt forward so you can't really see them, but like you've got 1, 2. I've got 2 stitches left. I'm going to do a double crochet in each of those. And the stacked single crochet likes to kind of like tilt a little bit. So you just got to get your in there, put your double crochet on the end. Get your hook in there. All right, so there's that's that. We're done with that row. And this is what it looks like on the front. It is kind of a one-sided blanket because of the popcorns. Okay, so we are going to turn our work, and then we're going to insert a stacked single crochet into the first stitch, and then do another double crochet in the next stitch. And then in the, okay, so here's our cross stitch, okay? If you take your finger and kind of push the 2 stitches apart, there's a space between them, right? Right here. Right here. There's a space between the cross stitches, right? That's where we're going to work into. So we're going to put our popcorn stitch in that space of the cross stitches. Okay, so you just insert your 4 double crochets into that same place to make your popcorn. And I hope you find yourself well, Jeremy. do your popcorn here. You just insert your hook back into the first stitch of those 4, put that loop back on your hook, pull it through, and chain 1. And then we're going to go over here to the V, or well, the twins. We're going to spread them apart, split the twins up, and put our next set of twins in, our 2 double crochets. And that creates the V stitch without the chain. Okay, and then you come over here to the next cross, spread those 2 around or open so you can insert your 4 double crochets for your popcorn. So you're going to put twins inside the twins, and you're going to put a popcorn inside the cross stitches. Just like that. Make sure you chain 1 after the popcorn's done, after you pull the loop through. 2 double crochets in the next space, between, inside the twins there. Then we're going to come over here to this cross stitch, spread it open so we can get our hook in there, and do 4 double crochets. Sweet. So this is my Suck It Up Buttercup blanket that I designed for this month's pattern, so to speak, to work with you guys. So this is it. It's I almost thought about going and doing another section of texture, but I was just like, I just thought 2 sections was plenty. So it's gonna alternate between this section and this section. I'm gonna just keep going back and forth the whole rest of the way of the blanket. So finish our popcorn here. Put our twins inside the twins. Those of you that are wanting to do this, are you following along okay? Do I need to like slow down, explain anything? This is literally a 2-row repeat with this little section here, and then you'll do the next section. All right, so we're going to go over to the next cross, spread it open so we can get our hook in there, maybe. Do 4 double crochets. I guess doing it this way is kind of sort of already testing it, So then, like, I could write this down and put it out as a pattern, and it's already tested because, you guys watched me do it. So, all right, chain 1, and then we put our twins inside the twins. Our 2 double crochets inside the 2 double crochets from the row below right here in between them. Frizzy, good morning to you. All right, so we're going to spread this last cross stitch apart, put our popcorn in there. So 4 double crochets. That's what I realized that, Melissa. I was like, that's why I said 2 double crochets inside the 2 double crochets just now. Right as you were saying that, I was thinking it too. You were typing it. You were typing my brain out right as I was thinking it. All right. So then, sorry. We're going to do a double crochet in the last 2 stitches here after that last popcorn. Okay. And there is that row. So I just did 2 rows of popcorns, and you can actually see the crosses better on this with this yarn a little bit. Melissa G, like, you seriously said exactly what my brain was thinking, right? Like, I am serious. I was thinking that right as you typed it. And yeah, it came out right before I saw you say it. I don't know. I like the whole twins in a stitch thing. Okay. Let's see. The next row is another repeat of the cross stitches. So we're going to turn our work. Then we're going to do a stack single crochet in the first stitch. And then we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to do a cross stitch across this popcorn right here. So we're going to insert a double crochet in the space between the popcorn and the 2 double crochets right here. And then we're going to come back across, hence cross stitch. You're going to double crochet into the space between the popcorn and the beginning 2 stitches here. I have a hard time explaining things sometimes. Okay, so there's our cross stitch. Then we're going to insert 2 double crochets into the middle of these 2 double crochets, or twins in a stitch. Thank you, Melissa. All right, so then we're going to do another cross stitch around this popcorn right here. So you go into the space after the popcorn, but before the next 2 double crochets. You're going to do your double crochet into that space, and then you're going to go into the space back before the popcorn and do your double crochet going around the stitch, the last one that you just did, and do your double crochet. And then insert 2 double crochets into the middle of those 2 double crochets. I just feel like I'm saying 2 double crochets a lot. Although I'm saying twins in a stitch a lot too, so it really doesn't. I'm really saying a lot of the same thing. Right, Angela? Right. It's been a morning. Okay. All right, so then we're going to do another cross around this double popcorn. So double crochet in the space after, double crochet in the space before. So if you're familiar with cross stitches, it's just, yeah, you're just crossing over. You're going back with your second stitch. You're going back into the space before the popcorn and going around the post of the first double crochet that you do this way. All right, and then we're going to double crochet 2 into these 2 double crochets into the middle. Like these are, like you're literally just going into spaces. You're not, so far we haven't done a ton of into the stitch of stitches. You found a better hug than your 2 trebles. It's just a what do you mean? Are you talking about the cross around this? I'm not copying your pattern by any chance, am I, Jeremy? This part right here? Please tell me I'm not, because I will stop what I'm doing right now and redesign this whole thing. All right, then I'm going to do another cross stitch around the next popcorn. I didn't think it was like yours because like I had it out, or I had it at some point, but hopefully it's not the same. I just want to make sure I'm not inadvertently remembering your pattern by any chance. Okay, good. All right, so I did my cross double around the popcorn, and then I'm going to do my 2 double crochets in the middle of those 2 double crochets. And thank you, Frizzy. I saw your compliment. Thank you. All right, now I'm going to do a cross stitch around the last popcorn. So it's just these 2 rows are repeats of each other. So if you do this row here, you can do this row. The first row 1 and 3 are the same, and 2 and 4 are the same of these 4 rows. Because technically this is 3, 4, 5, 6 so far is what I have. Because we have 2 rows down here. All right, and then the last 2 stitches of the row, it looks like 3, but it's really just 2. Because this, like I said, the stacked single crochet likes to lean. So this is not a stitch right here. Just this one and this one. So 1 double crochet in each of the last 2. Just like that. Oh, gotcha. You don't want to work on any of your projects. I'm so sorry, Angela. So there is that. Okay, now we're going to do, let's see. I think I have a row of half double, and then double. So we're going to do one row of half doubles now. All right, so we've turned, hold on, let me put my hook back in, turn my work. I'm going to chain one. Half double crochets for some reason are the only stitch that I feel like I have to chain anything before I start it. You could technically start it just like you do a single crochet or a double crochet, but half doubles, I just feel like I need to put them there. So we're going to do a row of half double crochets in each stitch across. So whatever your stitch count is, that's how many you should have in half doubles. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have less people watching this morning. Maybe this is a thing that people don't like to watch it like this. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Mine is small, so I can count all the way across. 15, 16. Good morning, Andrew. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Woohoo! We got the right number. So there you go. There's the first section. All right, we're going to turn our work. We're going to chain one. Again, any half double crochet, if I start with a half double, it has a chain one. 220 is your count. Whoa, you're going big. All right, so now this one, I have a ridge here, so I'm trying to think. Did I do? So it looks like I did. Okay, so this is, hopefully I can explain this correctly. Okay, so the top of the stitch is right here. Okay, let me see if I can use this to point it out. So the top of the stitch is right here, okay, of the half double. This right here, see this little horizontal bar right there? That's the third loop. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to yarn over, take my hook, go under the third loop and the front loop. So you're going to end up with like a V on your hook, but the back loop is going to stay right here on the other side unused. So it's going to create a ridge on the front side of this piece. So you're going to do your half double crochet just like that. You're going to go under the third loop and grabbing the back loop. It's going to be super easy once you go along. Like you treat it like, so it looks like a V stitch, right? When you're looking at it like this. So when you go into the third loop and the back loop, or the front loop, sorry, you kind of create like a V, right? But then on the front, we're going to get a little line. We're going to get this little line right here. So that's the back loop that's left unused. So you're just going to do that all the way across. Grab the third loop and the front loop and just do your double crochet or your half double crochet. Third loop, front loop, do your half double crochet. Does that make sense to everybody? The third loop and front loop thing. So look, see, it's creating the line here. So third loop and front loop. Like you literally, your hook should just slide right through both loops. Just whoop, just like that. Can everybody see and understand that? I'm trying to go slow so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm used to doing this faster, so third loop, front loop. That's kind of what I do, BB. I'm like, well, that's wide enough, you know, when I do my arm span for my blankets. I'm a guy teacher. I'm just giving you a hard time, Helix. I knew you meant something else. But I mean, if you look at it, you kind of see like this, they look like V stitches on there, you know, like facing you, but technically the top of the V stitch is up here. So I'm just, yeah, I'm treating it like a stitch. It's just, it's the third loop and the front loop there. And you just keep popping it through there. You're essentially coming up through from the bottom of the stitch to the top like that. And just tilting the back one forward, essentially. Again, you should have the same number of half double crochets across. All right, this last one can be kind of tricky. So if you have to, maybe put a stitch marker there when you finish it, and that way you know where your loops are. But essentially, if you flip this forward, you can see the top of the V is right here, right there. That's the top of the stitch. So then my hook just accidentally grabbed the third loop as I was coming back out. This is the third loop underneath there. So you go the third loop and the front loop, leaving the back loop. So there you go, just like that. So it's going to be flat on the back like this, but then when you turn your work, you're going to have that ridge like that. You're going in the back V of the, yes, the back V of the half double crochet, the third loop in the front loop. As you're working it, it's your front loop. For a worsted weight and 6mm. Interesting. But baby, that's funny. I use that same style of measuring. I'm like, yep, that's about right. Okay, so then we've done that. Now we're going to do just a row of double crochets. Okay, so let me turn my work this way. I like to turn my work where my yarn, like instead of turning it this way where it comes across the front, I turn it this way where it's like it's coming around the back side of the back side of the stitch and not the front. Okay, so I'm just going to do a stack single in the first stitch, just like we've been doing with the double crochet rows. So it's stack double, and then just do a double crochet in all the stitches across. You guys make my heart so warm and happy knowing that you almost make me blush knowing that people are making my stuff. I think it's Big Twist. This is Big Twist, and I think this is Big Twist because of how splitty it is. Because I don't think Karen 1 pound would split, but I think this is Big Twist. But I don't know if this is from, because I used 2 Karen 1 pounds to make the big boxy cardie that one did, but then I frogged mine, and I have a whole bunch of little cakes like this. So I don't know if this is from the Karen 1 pound or the Big Twist. I'm going with Big Twist, but I don't know. It's a minty color. That's all I know. You did 220 plus 1. That should be fine. I hope as long as you have an even number of stitches, so that way these work out properly. Because like I said, in this you can see I'm missing a popcorn. I didn't have enough room to put the popcorn in here and skip the correct number of stitches. So I needed one more, that's it, just one more stitch to make that 5th popcorn on this sample. So that's why this looks so much better than this. So now I'm going to fold it like this so we can see this. So now we're going to start working on this section, the post work. My favorite, my favorite. I like popcorns, but they're not my favorite. This is my favorite, post work. Doing things like this with texture, with the little ridges and things. I hope I'm explaining all this well. Yay, Melissa. Good morning, Eric R. How are you? Yeah, the rest of today and basically when I'm not on the live with you guys, I have to work on my secret project because I only have, oh man, I didn't realize today was the 12th. Oh. I gotta have that thing done by tomorrow. Whoopsies. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like a crocheting machine today. Like that is literally all I can be focused on, is that secret project of mine. Okay, so we've done my double crochets all the way across. You're going to use 4 different colors for this blanket. Sweet! I can't wait to see your guys's. And I like how, like, for the most part, my edges are straight. I mean, I do have straight edges over here, but my edges are fairly straight. If you want to put a border on this when you're done, please, by all means, put a border on it. All right, so the way I did this, let's see, we did, all right, so it looks like, all right, when I come back across, we're going to do back posts. Okay, back posts. Look and work. Okay, all right, so we're going to turn our work. And we're going to do a stack single crochet in the first stitch. And then we're going to do another double crochet. And then, okay, for our back posts, all right, so I got my 2 double crochets on the beginning here. Now we have the space before and the space after the double crochet, okay? You're going to take your hook, yarn over, you're going to come from the back to the front on the right side of your stitch that so you're not going to go into the V stitch on top right here. You're going to go around the post. This is the post, hence the name front post, back post, okay? So you yarn over and you come in from the back. So this is a back post. So you come in from the back, you go around the post, back out to the back. So back post. You just yarn over, pull up your loop, and you just kind of slide it up behind all that work there. And then you got your pull over, go through 2, pull over, yarn over, go through 2, pull over, yarn over, go through 2. So then you have your back post. So then it's going to leave a ridge on the front there. All right, and then we're going to do a double crochet in the next. So we're going to go into this next stitch right here, do a regular double crochet, and then in the next one, we're going to go back post around the next one. So make sure you're going around the next post, not the one that you crochet into the top of it. So you can see I've gone around the back post of this one, I've gone into the V of this one, and then I've gone around the post of this one, okay? So when we double crochet into the next one, we're going to go into the V stitch right here. We're not going to go around the post down here. So just like this. Okay, and then we're going to do a back post. Then we're going to do a regular double crochet into the next. Back post around the next. Double crochet into the next. Regular double into the next. Back post around the next stitch. Double crochet into the next stitch. And you just keep doing that all the way across. So you're gonna start and end. You should start and end your row with two regular double crochets. Good morning, Rita. Uh-oh. Oopsies, Marianne. Don't shop without coffee. So regular double crochet and then a back post. Regular double crochet and then a back post. If I'm moving too fast through this, please let me know. And I am doing well. Okay, so I am actually, hold on. So I've got two over there. So back post, front, back post, regular. Two. Okay, that's not going to work out like that. This one isn't the same as mine. Because I have two double crochets, back post, regular, back post, regular, back post, regular, back, regular, back, regular, back, regular, back, regular, back, regular, back, regular, regular. On here, I have 3 regulars at the end. So, well, since we're doing regular back post, we're just going to do that all the way across and end with a regular on the end. And that'll work. That should work just fine. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, I gotta find my place here. Okay, so we're going back this way. So, okay, we're gonna do a regular double crochet into our back, or the ones that have the post, and then we're gonna do a back post on the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my work. Imagine my first What is crochet today? I'm making a sample blanket swatch for you guys to make the whole blanket. All right, so stack single crochet into the first stitch, or however you do double crochets into your first stitch. It doesn't, whatever you want to do. All right, so when you look across here, you can see these posts right here that kind of stick up. These are those back posts that you did, okay? You're going to do regular double crochets into all the ones that you did the back post into or around, right? And in the ones that are the regular double crochets, those are going to become now your back post double crochets. Or no, hold on. Your front post double crochets, because we want to keep them on the front. Okay. So we're going to do a regular double crochet into the second stitch, sorry. So you have your stack single crochet and then a regular double crochet in the next stitch. All right. And then you're going to front post. So front post is essentially why it's named a front post, because you come in from the front, go around the post, and come back out the front. Okay. So you're going around the back of the post, but you're going in from the front and coming out to the front. The back post, you're going from the back around the post back to the back. Okay, so that's a front post. So we're going to have back post and front post with this blanket. All right, and then you're going to do a regular double crochet in the next stitch. So like I said, in all the ones that you have the post stitch, you're going to have a regular stitch on top of it. The ones that you did the regular stitches in, like right here, the next one, you're going to do your front post. So you're going to go from the front through the space to the back, come around the post, coming back out the front, and you're going to do a double crochet, just a regular double crochet. There's nothing special about the double crochets. They're just going around a post instead of in the V-stitch. That's it. And that's what gives the texture. Okay, so double crochet in the next stitch, and then we're, oh, I almost did a back post. We're going to do a front post around the next. The regular stitches from the last row kind of want to tuck in beside the back post, so you kind of have to like coax them out a little bit. I keep wanting to do back post because I did that whole row of back post. Now I'm like stuck on back post. So front post, regular. So like I said, into the post stitch, you'll have a regular stitch. Into the regular stitch right here, the next one, you're going to have a front post. So every other row is front post, back post, and then front post, and then back post. So see, like I said, that stitch kind of tucks in beside the post, so you kind of have to coax it out and do your front post. And then you do a regular in the next. And then you do a front post around the next. All the way across. I hope I'm making sense. Ah! 9 more. I bought the mittens and the beanie. The cowl I didn't buy just because I don't, unless I have somebody ask me to make them a cowl, I don't know if I'll make cowls. So I definitely know I'll make beanies, and I want to try the mittens. So that's why I bought those too. I just don't know if I'll have anybody interested in a cowl. So that's why I didn't do the cowl. Yep. So I did it this way. It's kind of an alpine-y stitch, I think, or maybe it's the rice stitch. I don't know, that does it like this. So it gives it this kind of look where it keeps the post work on the front. But yeah, no, the front post, back post alternating, I like that too. Like all the front posts, yeah. All right, so we're going to do a front post around the second to last. And then we're going to do a regular into the next. So when I said there's 2 double crochets, regular double crochets at the beginning and the end, don't listen to me. You just follow the pattern. All right, let me see, how many rows of this post work do we have here? So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're going to do another row of back post and another row of front post. And then we'll top it with the same that we did here. All right, so we're going to turn our work. So we're going to repeat the last 2 rows. Do I need to tell you how to do that, or do you guys think you could remember that part? So you're going to repeat the last 2 rows. So the next row I'm going to do back posts. So this is what it's going to look like on the back here. So I do a stack single for my first stitch, and then I'm going to do, I remember how I did this, a regular double crochet in the next, and then I'm going to do a back post. So I'm going to come from the back, go around the post, go back out the back, go back out to the back, and do my double crochet. The rice stitch. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the lemon peel stitch is a single, double alternating. And the rice stitch, I'm almost positive, is this. Very similar to this. Okay, so regular double, back post. Regular double. If you want to make beanies, I'm in need of a few hundred of kids to young. Well, I am designing patterns and making beanies Bumblebee Mountain Outreach, but I can also set some aside for you. I can make 2 piles, and that way I can send some to you and send some to KK. So I'm just doing back. So we start out with a stack single crochet, regular double crochet, and then we go regular double, or stack single crochet, and then we do regular double, back post, regular double, back post, regular double, back post, all the way across, just like this row down here, the repeat of this row. Let me count how many rows these are so I can tell you what row specifically it is that you're repeating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're repeating row 10. So 10 and 11. You're repeating rows 10 and 11 for another. Yeah, you're repeating it again. So you're going to do 10, 11 twice for this section. And then we will repeat rows. What rows are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The half double crochet rows that we did, the 2 half double crochet rows, 7 and 8, will be repeated after you do 10 and 11 twice. So 10, 10, 11, 10. Oh, sorry, hold on. 10, 11, 10, 11, and then 7, 8. Don't know how to do that stripes. I can send you, Jeremy. Yeah, Lisa can send you some too. So yeah, so you're going to repeat 10 and 11 twice in this section total. Okay, so from here to here is 10 and 11 twice, and then you're going to do 7 and 8 up here again. You've been making them as fast as you can. I've got 2 done. Well, I've got several done. You know what I'm going to do? I will get 2 baskets out, and I will divide up what I have done already between the 2, and then as I fill them up, when I fill them up, I will throw them in a bag and send them. All right, so we're going to do a back post in the second to last stitch and do a regular double crochet in the last stitch here. So you're going to, yeah, there you go. That's the end of the 10 again. So I'm going to turn my work. So now I'm looking at the front again. So this is going to be a repeat of 11 where I do the front posts. Okay, so we're going to do a regular double in the first 2, a stack single, regular double, then a front post, regular front post. And you'll know the front post stitch goes around the one that's kind of smaller and tucked in next to the post stitch from the previous row. That's awesome, Marianne. Oh, front post, not back post. We're doing front post, not back post right now. I'm gonna get this done before the end of my life. I keep wanting to do back post on the one I'm supposed to do the front post on. Front post. So for those of you making the blankie, do I need to repeat anything for you? And Melissa, do you plan on making it soon, or are you going to wait till maybe possibly I put a written out? All right, so regular double in the last. All right, so there is that. So we've done So far we have, let's see, 10, 11, and do 10, 11 twice, so that'd be 12, 13. We've got 13 rows so far of the blanket. So you're going to repeat these sections. So basically this section will come after this section after we do our half double crochet piece between them. So we're going to turn our work, chain 1, and half double crochet in every stitch across. So this is just the one that has the hold on. When I go back the other way, am I going to have to do the, oops, I just hit my camera, sorry. Actually, you know what? We might have to do a round of double crochets because to get that like that, hold on, did I do this enough? Actually, I might have to do another row, I'm not sure. Oh, stop hitting the camera. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I gotta do one more row of back posts because my half double crochet is not going to work out right. So scratch the half double crochets. All right, so we're going to do a standing single crochet, and we're going to repeat row 10 again with the back posts. So we do a regular double in the next stitch, and then we do a back post. And then we do a regular stitch, and then a back post. This is why I write things down, but I didn't do it this time around. I just didn't know if you want, like, if you wanted to do it off the written. All right, so we're doing regular back post, regular. So like I said, we're repeating row 10, which is the back post row, all the way across. How much time do I got left? I got 26 minutes, roughly. 20, yeah, 24, 27. Coming up on 26 on Restream. All right, so regular, and then a back post. Watch the, there she shows how. Yes. Yep, if you go back through, I try to show you guys how to do what I'm doing, what my brain noodle. I try to explain what my brain noodle is trying to visualize or put into words. All right, so back post and then a regular in the last. Okay. Now we're going to do a half double crochet row. So now we're going to chain 1, turn our work. There, that looks better. Looks taller. Yep. That's better. Okay, so now we're going to do a half double. So I had to do that extra row of back double or back post because the way that I did these 2 rows here to get that ridge, to get it to work out where when I do the next half double crochet row after this one, it'll give me the ridge on the right side of the work, the front side of the work. Otherwise, had I stopped where I did before, I would have done the ridge on the wrong side, on the back side, and that's not where I want it. So that's, I'm just letting you guys know that's why that was designed the way it was. So sometimes in order to get things to happen on the right side, correct side, not the, or to have, sometimes to get things to work out the way you want them to on a certain side of your work, you have to do extra work, so to speak, or you have to design it in a way that it like. Now there is a way that I could have done the half double crochet row on the last row, but then it would have changed how you got that ridge, and I didn't want to have two different ways of doing it. I wanted it to be the same way, so you just repeated it basically. So technically, the end of the repeats is the end of this last back post row here. So technically, what I'm doing now with the half double crochet row that I did here is what you're going to do. Actually, yeah, you're going to do it between every row. So we just didn't do it on the foundation here, which I don't think it needed it, but I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, so you're going to repeat these 2 half double crochet rows between each section. So now it is going to look like it's like coming in a little bit, and that's just because of, you know, post work kind of pulls it in a little bit. But I'm guessing that when I do the next popcorn row, which I might do on here if we have time, it will pull it back out. And so it'll just kind of do this possibly, but it'll straighten out the more you get into it. Do you state at the beginning what the multiple is for the pattern for the starting chain? Yes, an even number plus 1. Yep, because you want to have an even number of stitches for this section mostly. And then this section works out with it too. This section almost needs an extra stitch, but I think it works out okay up here. It's got a repetitiveness and it's straight with what numbers work down here. Good morning, Diana. All right, so I'm going to flip my work. I guess I always change this. Chain 1, flip your work, chain 1. All right, so remember, we're going to go into the 3rd loop here and the front loop, leaving the back loop unworked. So we're coming up through the middle of the V-stitch, essentially, from the bottom to the top. So we're going 3rd loop. I'm trying to share this to you with the yarn out of the way. 3rd loop and front loop. So we're coming up through the middle of the V, the top of the V here. Oop, I split the yarn by accident there. Right there. So we're coming up in the middle of the V. And that's how we create that little line ridge on the front. It's kind of like a little frame, so to speak. And I would say that when you finish, you know, maybe I need to figure that part out too. When you finish the blanket, basically, after this half double crochet row, I need to look and see what I can do to make it look the same as the bottom. I think just another row of either doubles or half doubles will be fine, but I need to look when I get done. For the basic scarf from yesterday, somewhere where I can find it, and I love the scarf so far. I did not, Diana, but I will put that, I will type it up. It's basically just the Suzette stitch, and I did it with the chunky yarn. I just did a chain of 15 or 6, I can't remember what it was, 15 or 16. 15. Yep. Basically, like Jeremy said, I'm going through the V on the back side of the half double crochet. The 3rd loop in the front loop. Okay, so then I'm going to flip, and then this is where you basically would restart the popcorn. You would do a row of half double crochet, or sorry, a row of double crochets. Actually, no, you don't have to do the double crochets. You can just go straight into the popcorn. So these first 2 rows are just more or less a foundation. So when you finish the blanket, if you finish after the popcorn, you can do popcorns last, or you can do these front posts, back posts last, these post work last. It really doesn't matter what section you end on. Just have this at the top, and yeah, I think that'll work out great. For the sweat she's making, I think she did 23 chains. There was a count of 22. Yes. Yep, 22 plus 1. But having the instructions just gives me a sense of security. Okay, gotcha. I'll just copy and paste, I think, the document, or I'll put it up for free on my platform so it's there. And then that way, if, people find the free pattern, they can check out the other paid patterns. Okay, so basically you can just repeat the popcorns on this next section here. So we're going to do a stack single crochet first, and then we're going to do a double crochet in the next, and then we're going to do a popcorn in the next. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to pull the loop through, chain 1, skip the next one, go into the next one with 2 double crochets, skip 1, do a popcorn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All Etsy, Ko-Fi, and Ravelry. I'll put it all in all 3 places. All right, so we're going to skip 1, do our 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Skip 1, do our popcorn. Two, 3, and 4. Doing her chain of 221 for her blanket. Yep, I think that's what she's doing. And then I think Lisa's going to copy that. Skip 1, do 2 double crochets in the next. Skip 1, do popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 1, skip 1, do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Doing that pretty stitch. The Suzette stitch is a fairly easy stitch. Yeah, it's an awesome stitch. It's a great beginner stitch. All right, so popcorn, we skipped 1 and we're doing our popcorn. Chain 1, skip 1, do 2 double crochets in the last 2 stitches. Sorry, do a double crochet in the last 2. Just like so. I think that works out beautifully, doing that. Okay. Then we're going to repeat our cross row. Basically, I'm just going to keep working on this till the end of the live. So we're going to do a stack single. Just like that. And then we're going to do our double crochet in the next. See, it keeps splitting the yarn. All right, and then we're going to do our crossed double crochet around the popcorn. So we're going to go over here with our first double crochet, and then we're going to go back over here to the first space before the popcorn and going around the post of the first double crochet. And there's our cross stitch. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets in the space between the 2 double crochets from the row below. So it's essentially causing it to do like a V stitch without chaining 1. And then we're going to do a cross double across the next popcorn. One step at a time. All right, so cross double, and then we're going to do a popcorn, or sorry, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, or the next space. The space between the 2 double crochets. Cross double across the next popcorn. And then 2 double crochets in the space between the double crochets. Yeah, they look a whole lot like just, I don't know. They just look better. Like you can actually see all the texture and everything too. I don't know, the camera's making it looks straight in person, but like it looks like it's crooked a little bit. There. All right, so I'm gonna do a cross double across the popcorn. Oof. And then 2 double crochets in the space between the 2 double crochets from the row below. And then we're gonna cross the next popcorn. And then we're gonna do 1 double crochet in each of the last 2 stitches. And then we're gonna turn our work. Like I said, this tends to like pull in right here, but if you just kind of, I think it'll be okay. I got a straight side over here, but like I don't know what I'm doing over here. It's been funky. It's feeling funky. All right, so just gonna repeat the popcorn row. I'm basically just wanted to keep going just to see what it looked like repeating the stitch work. So remember, we're splitting that cross apart at the top and putting our popcorn into that space. Yeah, I started a blanket that was almost all popcorns. I want to say every other row or something like that was popcorns or something. And I got pretty far into it and just I could never pick it back up again after some time. And finally just frogged it all out. And it was all this big twist yarn that was super splitty, this purple, and like for some reason when I frogged it out, it like made it even worse. So it's been not fun getting rid of that yarn because I still have some of that purple yarn. Because trying to use it up with it so splitty is not fun. So I try to find something to work it with, like a basket or something, to get it to, what did I just do? I put a popcorn where I meant to do just the 2 double crochets. Yeah, that one had a bunch of the bobble popcorns or whatever. Yeah, but it had, those were single crochet ones. But that one, the one I'm talking about, there's a channel out there called A Crafty Concept, I believe. And she did a bobble, like she did like a whole bunch of different bobble stuff, and or bobbles or popcorns, I can't remember. But I feel like the blanket was bobbles. I don't know. I can't remember if, I don't think I was removing my hook for that blanket, but I don't know. It was a lot of bobbles or whatever it was, popcorns. I think it's called like a bobble blanket or something like that, but I'm pretty sure it was A Crafty Concept is the channel. My goodness gracious. I keep putting the wrong thing in the wrong places. I'm like, I must be getting tired or something. I keep trying to put popcorns in the V-stitch area, or the 2 double crochets, whatever you want to call it, and not in the right places. It's so funny. I've done that twice now on the same row. I'm just hoping that this will straighten itself out on this side. It just feels, I think it's just because of the post work, to be honest. Yeah. And if you're doing a blanket, it may not be as noticeable because I'm using such a small amount. My swatch is smaller than what a blanket's going to be. So I bet the blanket's going to be better. I hope. You guys let me know. Let me know if it's just not working out right. It's like the sides are being all wonky. Please, please, please. Like, you guys are essentially testing the pattern, but also getting the pattern at the same time. So I should have probably did a better job of testing this before I brought it to the thing. But there you go. That blanket gave you the inspiration for the blanket you designed for a commission. Awesome. So, Lisa, I think you know which one I'm talking about. Like, I made mine in a solid color. Like, there was no color changing. It was all the same purple Big Twist that I was using for this blanket. Yeah, I think this is just because of the size of it. Like, it's almost like a scarf size. All right, so I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to repeat the crossed row. I even gave it 2 double crochets on the edges, and it's still giving me fits for some reason. All right, so I'm going to cross the popcorn. Cross it. Hopefully I explained the crossing correctly for you guys. 2 double crochets in the space between those 2 double crochets. Then we're going to cross the next one, the next popcorn. Oh, the puppy paw one. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, let me see if I can find that blanket real quick. I'm going to finish this row, and then the last few minutes I'll find the... So this is a good pattern. I guess you could make it into a scarf or a blanket, because it does look really pretty like this, you know, in this size. I'm tempted to keep going and making it a scarf. Tempted. But I don't know. I've got plenty on my plate to work on. So let me get this row done. All right, so 2 double crochets and 1 double crochet in each of the last 2. All right. Yeah, once I kind of like spread it out, it gives me better vibes. It's just that, yeah, that post work is just kind of being silly. But yeah, I definitely like it better than this. But it does look good in this too, for the, you know, just don't mind that part. But you just can't see the popcorns. The heathered gray just doesn't do well with the popcorns. Did you start scarfing? I'm not a big scarf person, but like I said, I'm tempted to keep going. But I'd have to make sure I have enough of this yarn because this is all I have for what I'm using today. At the moment. I don't know what's down in my bin at the moment. So let's go to YouTube real fast. All right, let's see. There we go. Crafty concept bobble. Oh yeah, that's it right there. It's a bobble blanket. Let me show you this blanket that I started. And like I said, I got quite a ways done on it, but then I decided I didn't want to do it anymore. Let's see if I can bring this up.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel.
Nope, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to find a picture of the blanket. Well, you can see the blanket in her hands. Like, I basically did this blanket where every other row was like these baubles. And it just looked fun. But again, I decided that I didn't want to do it anymore. So, not yet. I have not done the chunky scarf pattern yet. But yeah, this is what I was talking about, the baubles. Just like almost an entire blanket of baubles. That's awesome, Diana. I love that. I love that for you. That's so cool. All right, Indiana, not India. That's fine. Oops. Wrong country. That's funny. I still have the pattern for the scarf up here. Here, I'll show you what I got done yesterday. So I decided that I'm not going to give mine a border because one, I am running out of yarn, not running out of yarn, but I've only gotten this far, which is quite a ways, but I think I only have about half of this skein left. So it's not going to be a very long scarf. It might be 6 feet, maybe. I don't know. Crafty concept. That'd be a rather long road trip. Yeah, it would be. Let me get her. I'll just go to her channel and I'll share it. The link. So yeah, I am running out of the yarn to finish this thing. So I'm like, I don't think she has another one in the stash of blanket yarn, so I don't know. I don't know how long one of these skeins of Bernat blanket's gonna make a scarf for. So we'll see. It may get frogged back out and used as something else because I don't know if it's not long enough. I don't know that I'd want to give it away as a scarf. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how long people like their scarves. Because like this is long enough from my shoulders down, but like to wrap around and have it drapey, I don't know if it'll be long enough. So, but yeah, that is the scarf I started yesterday. So now you guys have the Suck It Up Buttercup blanket scarf pattern. The Suck It Up pattern. There you go. There's a repeat of it, so you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like when you repeat the colors. I mean the pattern. Do you think I can use 4-weight yarn by using 2 of them? Yes, you can. Yep, 2 4-weights is going to make a 5, though. Don't ask me how that makes any sense, but 2 4-weights together make a 5. Somehow. And I'm guessing if you use 3 of them together, you'll get a 6. Closer to a 6. Yay, Julianne, I feel all out of sorts. I haven't had you or Rebecca in a hot minute, and it's like, I don't know. My weeks don't feel right. So, all right, well, I'm going to get off of here and right, Diana, don't ask me to explain it because I don't really understand it myself. So, but yeah, 2 4-weights together equals a 5. I'm guessing if you do a third one, you'll get the. Where are my ponytails? Ah, there they are. I'm guessing if you put a third 4-weight with them, then you get closer to a 6. But in my mind, 4 plus 4 is 8. But that doesn't compute that way with the actual like thickness of the yarn. So yes, we have. Oh, it's only Wednesday. Okay, I can't do Frizzy Friday. It's Frizzy Wednesday. It's Frizzy Wednesday. It's Frizzy Wednesday. You need 4 4-weights to make us. Really? 4 of them? That is crazy. I still gotta finish my octo bag. I gotta finish the other strap so I can. Or no, I gotta finish this one strap and add on the next strap so I can attach them and make it like this. So, still got some work on that to do, on top of everything else. I have to rewind and watch them write down instructions. Yeah, I will try to write it out hopefully soon. I try to get patterns out quickly, but you know, it's just I try. I do my best. I got one out yesterday or whenever. Was that yesterday or Monday? So, anywho, I will. I'm using 4. If you use 4 4-weights together, it's just, you know, you use the same hook like I'm using with the 6-weight. So, anywho, I hope you guys have a great hump day, and I will see y'all same time, same place tomorrow. I'm going to bring Tunisian back on Thursday, so I want to do some Tunisian. So we're going to do some Tunisian tomorrow on something. I don't know, one of my old WiPs or something, but we are going to do Tunisian tomorrow. So yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget, y'all are all somebody to somebody. And I hope you feel the love. Bye.